It's a fantastic experience, full of highs and lows, which is, I suppose, it's always going to be the case as a captain. But no, I've learned a huge amount as a person. I think the team's learned a lot, and it's a really exciting feeling being able to start putting all that sort of stuff into practice.
I mean, I remember when you took on the job last year, you spoke about how you knew it would be a big challenge. Was it more daunting than perhaps you even anticipated, or do you think you managed to cope with it all quite well?
I think I was kind of lucky because it sort of all went. It couldn't have gone worse for about the first month, which I see as a blessing, because I couldn't score a run, the team couldn't win a game, and it was really tough. And I think having that sort of grounding to start with, and coming out of that the other side, and then the team starting to perform and getting better and better as the season went out, and the same with my game. I think it's it was a blessing, and something. Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough 4 or 5 weeks. There's something that when we got out of, I think when the season ended, a few of the Surrey boys wanted to keep going.
Did you ever have doubts during that first 5 or 6 weeks about when it was really tough, whether you'd made the right decision?
No, not really. I was just looking forward to the good times. I think you work that bit harder, probably a bit more frenetically than you'd like, which I suppose is natural as a sportsman. And yeah, no, I didn't. No, I never thought I'd taken the wrong job. I think I was just looking forward to the better times.
Did you? How do you think you managed kind of combining the role as a lead batsman and captain? Was that one of the hard things, to kind of be able to concentrate on your own form as well as what everyone else was doing?
To start with, it was. I think the thing with the captaincy is to start with, you don't necessarily know what it takes. So you don't quite know how hard it is to drop a mate. You don't quite know how hard it is to lose the toss on a green one. You don't quite know how hard it is to leave 2 blokes, good players at home, and not pick them in the squad. All that's, it's tough as a captain, along with preparing the side to play. So with that, you've obviously got your own game. You're a 22-year-old who's playing his first full year, and you need to have enough time on your own game as well as the captaincy. So to start with, it was something that was hard, but then as soon as I realised how I had to compartmentalise all the sort of different facets of my game and the team, everything became a lot easier.
I guess given how last season was, with so many changes of faces, you coming in as captain, I guess maybe silverware would have been only a bonus last year. Is this year, you really think this is a season where Surrey can kick on now and start to get back to the days of winning trophies?
Well, yeah, last year was definitely a case of 20 blokes and a few coaching staff and a great club jumping into the unknown. You had a new captain, a new squad, a new direction from Chris. So it was always going to be tough, and it proved to be tough. But as I say, as the season went on, we started to play some real good cricket, and I think we left ourselves in a position to really sort of launch now. And I think no one is under any illusions in this squad that this is a big year for us, and it's one that we think we've got the personnel to really challenge in all forms of cricket.
I mean, you're clearly a young player trying to make their way. There's a lot of those players in the Surrey team. Do you think having a young captain helps them, the likes of the Jason Royce, the Chris George? Do you think they can work closely with you, that you're the same sort of generation and age, or do you think do you think that works, having a young captain with a young team? Do you think that's a good thing?
Yeah, I think people in that dressing room can see this side staying together for 12 years, and I think if you've got a captain that could possibly be there the whole way through, I think it's it's a stabilising thing that people can see stability in the club, and a direction where you've got some fantastic young players coming through. So I hope so, but I also I hope it's good for the older guys as well, who have obviously had a lot of captains, and it's probably a bit different having a young captain, and everyone seems to have bought into it really well. So I think we've got a real good cohesive unit at the minute, and it's really excited about the 8th at the minute.